Hello everyone, and welcome to the long version of the 30x30 house build on the 50x50 lot. This here is Stardust Wyvern, and here we are with this big old lot once again, at a much slower rate this time rather than speeding on through just building this lot. So now with this video here, the reason, well, I'm going to be getting to quite a lot of topics. And I mean quite a lot. Some will be a little personal, but not like stupidly personal. But, you know, it's still what it is. The reasons, but they're kind of the reasons why I've been, you know, not, been as active as much. And there's a lot of reasons. Some are pretty good, some are kind of dark. Not too dark, but a little take a toll for the dark turn. Like, oof, that's not good. So, little fear discretion being advised right now. I'll be talking about the house builds as we're speaking, as I just did a lot of the rooms right there. And I'm going to figure out the roofing situation. As Goblin on the Discord at once said. Well, pardon the little paper ASMR here, which has my little topics on hand. So, says, hey, good luck figuring out the roofing situation for a 30x30 box. Well, challenge accepted. And this is where it's gonna kick me right in the ass because, you know, my own OCD and probably everyone else's. I did not do the measurements properly, and you will see why exactly. Well, we got, you know, 3 little squares there, but oops, 4 squares. Yeah, a really nice gap there, buddy. You're gonna trigger everyone, including my own OCD. I didn't even notice it, like, until, like, I did a practice run of just doing this deal. It's like, ah, shit. Well, that's gonna be unfortunate. And it's already too late anyways because time has went on and the short version's already uploaded. It's been like practically almost like 2 weeks since that one post I was gonna mention about. But hey, we're here. We're here now. You know, life's been pretty hectic for me, especially for various reasons. Various fucking reasons. First, well, yeah, the first off is, you know, being put to work, having a much better job to deal with. You know, I never really got paid for this stuff, and I don't really care about being paid for YouTube. I mean, I would have to do a whole lot of changes with my own content first off, because I would just no. I'm like, nope, and no. Just no. But it's just, well, I'm being a caretaker, housekeeper, occasional babysitter here and there. Well, for my grandmother and also for a family friend's kids. And a family friend being is that, well, I'd say a cousin. A cousin from another mother. Is that how you put it? I don't fucking know. But we treat her like family. I mean, she is family, practically speaking. I mean, she ain't family, but by blood, but she's still family in a damn good way. I'm not saying all that, but you know. Much love, all. But I'm just saying, you know, just being a housekeeper, caretaker, all that shit for my grandmother on my dad's side. Because she really needs it. And there's just reasons why. Well, aside from the evictions mentioned from a few times, I never really brought up, except in the Lego Racers post. But, you know, a lot of this stuff, a lot of my content's pretty much scheduled. I mean, that's not really much of a secret. It's pretty much an open secret at best, just like how wrestling is pretty much staged. Wait, what? Yeah, of course. When I saw that bit on Transformers Robot in Skies, I mean, obviously I knew that shit was for reals, like the fact that's for reals, but fucking the dad, I think, Danny, I think his name, I don't know. The father of Russell basically just was like, what? Well, beside that fucking point, yeah, that's not real much of an open secret. That's, you know, it's all scheduled, and I don't really get into a lot of these topics because it's not really, you know, not too much my business to be explaining all that is going on in my life. I just want to entertain everyone. I'm not, you know, you guys are not my fucking therapists, okay? Just gonna say that. I'm not treating everyone here as such. And I don't want to. I don't mean to if I am. Of course I'm. But I want to explain why and what's been the reason of what's been happening in my life. Why, well, what's the reason for the delays of the content and such. What have I been doing now? All that good stuff. I'm not trying to dump any trauma or any of that nonsense mumbo jumbo. I mean, tragedies happen, but yeah, I'm not here to dump that stuff. Well, speaking of tragedies, the reason for the, well, moving from state to state, as I mentioned in the post, was because, well, not just to help out my grandma on my dad's side, but also because, the eviction's going on, but also because dealing with the horrible apartment we've been living in, finally getting evicted from that shit. But even while that was happening, around January 30th, 2025, well, unfortunate news has happened with my grandmother on my mom's side, as she was unfortunate enough to pretty much walk out into the cold, the frigid cold of fucking Tennessee during the times of January. Anyone down there probably will know how cold it is. And my mom visited, and that shit was cold. My aunt Mama knows about that. That shit's fucking cold. I'm more used to damn desert heat, that's all I'll tell you. That's all I'll tell you. But, well, fortunately out in the cold, she perished, and yeah, the reason for such was because she pretty much got caught up in some scamming deals. This has been pretty much ongoing since 2022, I believe. And my family been trying to help her, get out of that stuff. But she just never listened. She just was in denial. She kept living in denial. And pretty much that day was the last straw. The last straw that life just said, nope. All because, you walk out in the cold just to be crazy enough to get some goddamn gift cards for goddamn your lovers. Those scams are horrible. I'm just gonna say that. Anyone pretending to be someone else, like an actor, just being all lovey-dovey, fuck you. That's all I'll say. I hate to get that personal, but fucking hell to that shit. To hell with all that shit.
Yeah, the hell with that damn shit. The hell with that damn fucking shit. The hell with that goddamn motherfucking bullshit! Nobody tells me what's going on here. What is this? Who invited this asshole?
Because of that shit, that's what cost my grandmother on my mom's side. I couldn't stand her a lot of her bullshit at times. But, come on, she's family. You want to ditch your family just because they're doing something stupid? I mean, like that kind of level. I mean, I never gave her a cent to help with those assholes. We refused straight up. Never want to give in to any of that shit. But, well. So, pretty much around that time, February, pretty much Mom had to just take a trip with one of my other aunts to go out to Tennessee to go to the funeral. And come back, and yeah, it's just a fun trip, real fun deal indeed. Dad and I got to watch the crappy ass apartment. Didn't bother to pack until almost last minute. Well, practically last minute. I didn't know what time we had to like pack and leave exactly. It's just, I had a lot of stuff already packed, but still, it's just bullshit. Yeah, but I'll take, fall on that deal. That was, yeah. It is, yeah, pretty much my end as well. But I still didn't know when exactly we were to, like, pack and leave. But, no, there's still no excuse. On my end, I don't want to try to be all bullshit, try to blame others. Hell no. Hell fucking no, I will be, I'll take partial blame on that. I'll take some fault in that. And I haven't really been talking about the house as much because I've been pretty much deep into what's been happening. The one reason that's been going on. Yeah, I know it took a pretty crazy twist right there. But as I said in the disclaimer, that's gonna happen. But I will sum up that I've been pretty much just placing doors and walls and windows and other walls. I've been doing some bedrooms. I've been gonna do some bathrooms very soon, but so far I got the bedrooms here. And I have a bathroom potentially very soon up there on the top. But after packing and moving, well, oh man, the trip down, oh man, from state to state, I will just say was fucking a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Well, the one good thing we did get out from well, an inheritance from Grandma was two of her lovely dogs. So we're gonna have some more yappers here, some more barkers on camera here. Okay, not on camera, but you'll hear them on the microphone. I'll pop them here sometimes. But, that's one reason we went that trip. That's one reason we brought her to the state we lived in before. Was we did it for her dogs. We also did it for her, kind of, even though she was once quite a, don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but she was quite a woman. Quite a, I will be honest there, yeah. She had her good moments, but she had her just, come on, what the fuck? Obviously I can't, fault her too much. But I can fault her pretty much at the falling for some idiots. But it's still tragic with what happened. Now, aside from all that just happened, just going back here for just a sec. Right now I'm just doing all the wallpapers here, tiles and painting and stuff, see what goes good with what. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure these will do pretty fine, will suffice pretty well. How about these yellow tiles? No, those brown and yellowish deals. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Does that line up? Maybe, I'm sure. Alright, now we do this bathroom, which is the big guy bathroom. With a big old shower deal. And a big old walk-in, yeah, pretty much, yeah, soon to be walk-in shower. This time one was stone, because stone is good. It's stone, Luigi. You didn't make it. Ah, shit. I can't place it there. It's a football. I chiseled it. And you gotta place that shit there, Mario. Shit. Anyway. Parnos 2, boys. Who didn't say Parnos 2? Fucking hell yeah, they're cool. That was when YouTube poops were funny as hell, man. They were, like, you can always go back to those classic days. Like, come on. How can you not? How can you diss your elders like that? Of what was deemed as brain rot back then, what would have been? But, no, that's brain enhancements. That's brain enhancing fucking shit right there. So, right now we're just finishing up with the bathroom. Easy enough, that's all I can just say. What else? But yeah, I was gonna say, the trip was quite hell. I mean, it was almost a disaster, especially at night. But, oh man, it was... I don't know, I don't want to get into that one. I'm just gonna say it was a fucking disaster. It could have been fucking just... Yeah, disastrous. For all the stuff, my dad, the other two and fucking deal. But I'm just saying. But we escaped that shit to a hotel and got some sleep. We were all sleep deprived because we were all overworked and, well, yeah, overworked, fucking just all that stuff. Last minute in that shit, but also overworked. Kind of kick us in the ass, but we're lucky to get out of the mess. All my family, my pets, my everything. I'm gonna say we may have that last name, that crazy last name luck we got, but fucking hell, I don't give a shit. We're stupid lucky enough to use that luck for good for once. I'll say there are some... I'm pretty sure I believe in this, oh man, I'm gonna say this one god right there the most. Dan Steele. My own personal god. Or in this case, well, I would say, your own personal Jesus. If I could. No, he's more than just that. He's a straight up rock god. He was the one sim that I pretty much made in the Let's Play of The Sims 2. And he was also in the Sims 2 Bon Voyage Let's Play. Pretty much all much changed and different. He was also in my Guitar Hero, pretty much, performance mode stuff and playthroughs at times. But I'm just, well, that's all I can really say. I owe it all to him. I could also probably owe it to maybe JC Pose because he's the other god. Because in the Monster Hunter Discord, well, I don't know if... I think they're still... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still fucking... they still have this guy as a recurring meme at times. Only very few people, probably. Fucking veterans, but not the newer folks, but, maybe, I don't know. But Simopian, yeah, pretty much Simopian. Yeah, that special fucking arrowhead. I pretty much based JC Poe's face off of that guy. Because that is a handsome face right there. Anyone who says otherwise is just out of their fucking mind, man. Come on. You can't be that crazy. I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy enough to admit that that's just... That's come on, it's blasphemy. Anyone says otherwise. That ain't a handsome face. Come on, you're pulling my chain there, buddy. You're not a handsome face. I'm just kidding, of course. Of course you're probably one. But to sum up now, as I'm just rambling on about random shit at this point. You never found a goddamn paper. Well, as just basic notes, we're just gonna be decorating a dining room. And also, just decorating that shit. Including the bus and all that. What else am I gonna say? you just include what? Oh, of course, Johnny the Pump. But so far we've been building up that kitchen back there with the bar and all the other stuff here soon. Then we're gonna add up we're gonna add in the cat haiku and the dog haiku. Which I have no real time to read all that shit. So what am I gonna do for now? Just oh yeah. We'll include those fuckers. Why not? What are you looking at? Looking at you to fuck right off, bitch. Now what we're gonna... Oh. And you can fuck right back here. Well. And pretty much because of the whole new, you know, job being a caretaker and such. Watching around the place and occasionally just, well, watch around the folks too. I haven't really been doing much video making, video editing, video productions. I mean, I did the Monster Rancher 2 meets Sims 2, Sims 2 meets Monster Rancher 2 kind of shit, where I did well. I had all the free time I could, then get some free time for editing, and then, oh, here's a little trick up your sleeve. Have an FFS lot debugger disguised as that plant right there. And then you can pretty much fuck around with whatever. You have it technically around here somewhere. It's hidden in plain sight. There you go. But oh fuck, what was I talking about? Goddamn, lot debugger just threw me off there. Oh yeah, with the editing, I remembered. Well, I had whatever amount of time I could have for editing and video recording and such. My scheduling is pretty much going to be all over the place when it comes to, well, finding the time for everything to settle down and be quiet. Because other folks, you know, and all that stuff. And night times on weekends and such, just hanging with the men, hanging with the boys online and such. Well, not all times, but you know, at times here and there. So my scheduling is all over the place, but sometimes, you know, I gotta make time for my fucking self too. I mean, everyone needs to, one point or another. Everyone needs their me time here and fucking there, and goddamn everywhere, really. You can't really deny a little me time, after all. But, oh man. And also because of the whole, you know, working around the house and all that stuff. I mean, I do have some time for myself, just to chill around, wind back, play some games, prepare for some soon-to-be video production as we speak. Pretty much, well, I don't really have much time for my hobbies. For my other hobbies, like Guitar Hero, controller modding and stuff. I mean, I've been doing that on the side from time to time, on my spare time, free time. But not like, I can't like, you know, a lot more than normal. Just only at times and such. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm making the bathrooms, yes, but I'm just, what the fuck am I just doing right there? I'm just probably overthinking shit. Just put the goddamn deal right there. It's not that hard. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go, me. Right there. Right you fucking go. Is that a good way of talking to yourself? Huh. How nice. How nice of myself. How nice of me to be talking to myself in such a crazy manner. Crazy man. Like I said, you know, I might be a crazy one, but I'm not, like, I'm not that level of crazy, come on. Want to have a little fun. That's all. Don't we all? Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for that. Goddamn. Gotta be Porky Pig over there, right there. Just gotta try to just get some fucking time to have some fun. Focus on some hobbies here and there. There we go. Guitar controller modding. That would be great. Maybe soon to be Xbox 360 modding. Get into the RGH scene. 1.2 some Fat Boys I've been buying from 2023 and kind of 2024. And most recently, 2025. The ones from 23 and 24, well, just a few. But, well, those were from eBay. But the ones from 2025 were actually from... Okay, one lot was from eBay, but then the rest, of course, was from a game store down, like just down somewhere. Just one used game store, I'll just say. But it's not in the city I'm in. Okay, if it's not in the city, I'll just say it's in Santa Cruz. I'll just say that. Pretty good little used game store. I do recommend it. Either if you're visiting or if you're down there. I don't know why I was so hesitant there. But I'll just, yeah. Of course I'm not goddamn Santa Cruz. I have no way of... I don't have the money or the time for all that. As nice as it would be, you know, living by the beach and stuff, visiting the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk and all that fancy stuff. Almost every damn time, man. I don't have the cash for that. Like to live down there. I do have the cash to visit. Especially if you have like a pass down there and all that. Then you get your unlimited wristband strap deal thing. And here we got the roof deal. I'm just figuring out the roof situation with the colors, but I don't think I even noticed the problem here at all. Still to this. Come on. Why the hell? Good luck, red. Oh, good fucking luck indeed. You just... Yeah, I don't know about that. Still pretty bad. Still a little, 4 versus 3 spaces. But back to the Xbox modding scene. I'd like to probably get into that again. Just do some 1.2s on some Fat Boys. And then with the ones from that game store, they were, well... I may have been crazy enough to do this, and yeah. 3 of them were Trinities, and I was like, holy fuck, I hit the jackpot on the junk pile. And then the other one was a Fat Boy with a hard drive. And surprisingly, 2 of them worked. The other 2 still have yet to work. But I'll get them all renewed soon. 2 Slims, but 2 Slims don't work, and 1 does work, but god damn it. In my Thrillville Let's Play, I mentioned about the family settings, and what's the point? I've had a few fair shares where, indeed, 2 of the 360s I've toyed with before did have family settings. And here we go. Before I explain that little story, here we got the daughter's room. The teenage daughter is what I would just, which is what I thought for this bedroom. why not use a little teen style stuff here? So, I did not notice this until I did the hypervisor fucking exploit and all that. And I was pretty much playing goddamn, well, Rock Band 2 and stuff. And I noticed that some of the goddamn DLC was, was locked behind, okay, the DLC was the Rock Band Network stuff. Because it was unrated, supposedly, or whatever. And I had to access, well, I had to type in the password and stuff. And I was just like, fuck, I don't even know what the hell it is. Until I took a crazy lucky guess and played around with either the analogs, not the analogs, the triggers, or the, I think it was the triggers, I believe, or was the buttons, the 2 buttons needed for it. But God, that shit sucks. And now, with the goddamn one I got from the goddamn store, I mean, it's not really the store's fault for that stuff. It was in the junk pile. The real fault was the person who had the goddamn Xbox before. And I could assume it was just a bunch of, it was just a whole family. Like, no wonder they had goddamn family settings on. Because the fucking, like, I'm trying to figure out how the hell am I gonna just, what is the code, all that shit. Well, here we got me just decorating the daughter's room. Yep, the Sims 3 right fucking there, right fucking now. Route 66. Quite a good route, I will admit. Anything else you want from the daughter's room? Bella Squared. Who cannot ever forget about the iconic Bella Goth? After all, that's, you know, the lady that got abducted by aliens, you know? At least according to Pleasant View's storyline. And then got transported to Strange Town, supposedly. Whether you can confirm these or not is up to you. Or whether you want to go with these theories or not, I mean, is rather up to you. I mean, who am I to judge or what to say or care? I don't know if I don't know. Did I even go at the damn lips and stuff? Nope. I think I went with, what am I going with? Oh, that one. The love seat, that's 3 tiles. Not even just 2, but 3. It's still a love seat. That's the crazy fact about it. It's not even a sofa. It's a 3-tiled love seat. And we got the daughter's room done. Here we got probably the parents' room. Well, maybe. Nope, we're gonna be focusing on, I guess, I made this like maybe the uncle's room, I would probably guess, and now we're just gonna focus on what to add for this according to the bedroom, you know, sorting and shit. What am I gonna add? What am I gonna do? Well, that really, am I really gonna, no, I'm just gonna add that for there. Never mind. Of course. Of course. Yeah, that one can fuck right off, and this can go right back. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, back to Uncle's room, I guess. Either Aunt's or Uncle's room, or someone else's room, I don't know. Could be Grandma or Grandpa's. But I'm thinking probably the uncle for me, at least. But up to you. I mean, really, up to you. Unless this was probably for the parents, I don't know at this point. Yeah, I think this one is the parents' room now here. Adding it to the parents' room, I suppose, alright. So, what does the uncle get? Well, we'll figure that one out later. Even before moving, oh yeah, going back to that story with the Xbox, like, family settings and shit. Fucking, well, even before moving down there, I was having struggles with this one particular 360 that had the family settings. And I was like, oh, hey, I'll be right back real quick. A little intermission, I suppose. Alright, I have returned. Pardon that little intermission. Someone needed my help real quick. Anyways, well, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the Xbox stuff, I believe. Alright, so the first time, basically, I had this one that was all, well, I did not know it was the 2 triggers. I think it was right, left, I don't know exactly. Or left, right, I don't care, I just said fuck all to it. I cannot really be arsed to remember what it is exactly. Nor do I give a shit about what the family code was. And it could fucking burn in hell. That's all I'll say. That's what it is. It's 1142, eat my ass. That's what Gary the Stormtrooper would say. Anyways, so that was the first one I was struggling with that one for quite a bit. I was like, what is that goddamn code? I tried almost everything. And it was asking favorite food as like the security question. I'm like, fuck, that could be practically anything. I tried pizza as the one. No. Spaghetti. No. Ice cream. No. Nothing. It's like, how the fuck are you supposed to determine what it is? They could misspell it for all I know. Is it case sensitive? What makes the goddamn security question for an Xbox 360's family settings secure anyway? I just want to get rid of the codes. I don't care about learning about that shit. Second time it was... Yeah, the second time I mentioned it was during the Rock Band deal. Well, when I was doing the Hypervisor Rock Band Blitz bad update exploit. I almost was tempted to call it bad exploit, like, but that was what a wise moose called his deal. I ended up calling my profile bad idea. Cause I knew this was it's not a bad idea, but it was just I just did for the hell of it. Kind of an ironic little name here. I mean, it's pretty good. Nice little way of soft modding for now. It's not a real soft mod, but it's one step close to it. Don't know if we'll have one fully, but hey, it is a start. I don't know what that music jump was all about, but yeah. Well, so here we got so far the little entertainment room here where it has a little living room, jukebox, little TV, pool, got arcade games. I got some phones. Don't want to miss out on your calls. So there we go. And the third time was just the Trinity that I mentioned earlier. And I'm just like, fuck, what is that? I don't even know I forgot what the security question was, but I'm just like, what is that? What's the code digit deal for the combination to like access such? Because fuck, it could be practically anything, like I said. Could be the same thing over and over, the same button. It could be something obvious. How obvious, I don't fucking know. But that being said, we got that little entertainment room deal, living room deal pretty much done. Now we're just gonna focus on what bed to do for the twins. There we go. Twin beds. That's why they're called twin beds, right? Come on, you can't be silly with me. They're twin beds. Fucking hell. Alright, so they get themselves a pretty productive desk and a duller looking wood kind of finish. But hey, they still get a pretty good looking setup here, I'll say. Well, what else can we do? What else can we say? What else can I just go on about? Oh yeah, we'll also clear up the 1 hour deal with the Guitar Hero performance mode stuff. Pretty fun shit, I will admit. The only thing that's, well, I will say I have yet to pretty much, well, I pretty much yet to do a whole lot of the content there. Last bit of that stuff I did was the Band Hero side of the set lists. Whatever was left of Band Hero, that is, not just the extended shit. At least not just yet. But the deal is, I have yet to edit all that stuff. I have yet to compile all the Band Hero remaining, like, footage and stuff. Remaining songs and all that. I do have a list, I just don't have it all compiled. I have all the footage for it, I just don't have it compiled. And the songs that are, you know, the extended part being where I take the same artist from the set list, the on-disc set list, and pretty much what DLC or other songs do we have in previous or future games. All that kind of stuff. Like, wow. Like, oh yeah, here's a good example. Like Jane's Addiction, Mountain Song. I mean, it's not, you cannot export it, not a great example, but with the, you know, the missing exports pack and, you know, modded console and all that, yeah, you can now at this point. But that was in World Tour, and then Stop came on by, which technically was in Guitar Hero 2 first, but then came back later on the Guitar Hero Smash Hits. And then of course, Been Caught Stealin' by, well, Jane's Addiction is in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. So I focused on Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock first, and then I did whatever was left of Jane's Addiction stuff. Minus the stuff that was on, well, Rock Band. Not focusing on Rock Band for a while, and I'm not doing customs on Guitar Hero. And I'm not, you know, just taking clips from the past performances and compiling them and editing them. I mean that could probably, one could probably do that if, you know, if you really wanted to and you know what the fuck you're doing. But of course, I don't know. Rather just not. Just, I'm focusing on the on-disc, the DLC, and the exports. Also the missing ones too. That's the only customs I'll have in the Guitar Hero games. Although sometime would be nice to have the missing songs themselves. Hell, even reanimated. And those missing songs being the ones from Guitar Hero 5, the cut content songs. Especially the what would have been a crazy kick-ass inclusion, but not if not for Led Zeppelin's just crazy restrictions regarding rhythm games and such, is Black Dog Live. So now we get to the uncle's room, which we're just pretty much making it look real nice. That's it. Real nice for his smooth action. not much going on in the parents' room. They just have, well, yeah, that's it. Basic ass bullshit. They have a TV and a game console, but what else do they got? Oh, a vanity. Of course, for the mother. And sometimes the father, if you want to, you know, make him, you know, prim and proper too. You know, you gotta touch up on some, you know, men gotta touch up on their looks too, gussy up for the right occasion. All nice and fancy enough for a damn grand occasion, such as, I don't know, such as a restaurant visit, perhaps. There we go. How about some books? Bookcase for Uncle? Why not? Why the hell not? You know, he can have some. A really good little area to probably make out with. Make out some chicks with. Perhaps. So, well, that's just great. Oh yeah, more about the Guitar Hero Performance Mode stuff. Yeah, funny enough, I've been trying to, well, this will also pretty much apply to the Let's Plays that are done on, like, consoles and stuff, or just captured on the capture card and all that. But until I can figure out what the hell's been going on and how to actually hook it all up, all that stuff, any new content regarding what's on, like, the Xbox 360 or PlayStation 2 or really any console that's hooked up to my Elgato, either I'm gonna have to get a new one, which I don't think that's the problem, or I'm gonna have to find some intricate way of hooking it all up in my room and hope for the best, because while it does work and it displays on the TV, it's not displaying on OBS. It displayed back then, why not now? Because I haven't touched it and haven't hooked it up in fucking ages and forever. And my new desk setup is gonna be wow, it's quite the setup. And it's the same as before, 3 monitors, except, well, my TV, my spare TV is hooked up instead of, well, my good-ass monitor. My secondary monitor is my main one. My what would have been secondary is my TV on my right side. And on the left is just for show. Nothing really special with it. Because the electrical setup in this house I'm staying in, well, I mean, it's good. It's not like dangerous or anything. We're grounded. We're grounded for 10 billion years. Now go to your room. Fuck, I'm already in my room, butthole. And you can't fucking ground me. I'm a grown-ass man. What the hell's up with those Go Animate fucking fans? I mean, they're grounding all sorts of crazy characters like Caillou and stuff, but what the fuck? You don't have to repeat them, you know, being grounded for 10 million something years or something. And sometimes it's not even just those characters, it could be anyone, it's just for dumb reasons too. I'm just like, okay, sure. Whatever you say. Now, okay, anyways, yeah, we're grounded, like, electrical wise, but some parts are not. They still have the 2 prongers. And yes, I do have, well, I did confirm that we are indeed grounded. And not just in life and in my room and such. So I'm pretty fine. We're all fine. So we're good. Just like this house right now. I mean, look at this shit. We're just decorating here. We gotta get all these paintings up and such. And what's up? We gotta decorate the twins' room here with some nice royal kind of fancy stuff. Yeah, why not? Something real nice and fancy. Put a galley's mask up there. Why not? You can't forget. It's the galley. Yeah. That's right. Pure galley. It's not the other ones. Anyways, we have a, I don't care at this point. I will always call La Cara del Sol the galley mask, and like, because it does look like the one from Monster Rancher. But here we go. We got a whole lot of posters and a lot of kick-ass stuff here. Also, I was looking right there for just a minute at that Bob Marley. That's a really nice reference and shout out to Bob Marley. But here we go. We're just gonna decorate the hallways with, well, with quite the sculptures. You know, got some water fountains, got some all that stuff, not for drinking, but for just, what the hell? There we go. But for decoration. Just don't add soap, or so God help you, I will kick you right in the butt cheeks. Well, not me. Not me as in I. Not I as in me, I mean. But the house owner will kick you right in the butt cheeks if you do that. And for legal reasons, it's not a threat. Either way, I'm saying it. Come on, I'm saying kick you right in the butt cheeks. I'm not really that serious. Come on, you... Who would get threatened by that? What the fuck, people? Can't be that crazy. Now if it was like, you know, kick your ass and stuff, yeah. Like I said, not actually making that deal, I'm just saying, hey, if it was that deal, yeah, it'd be more threatening. Well, it depends on who says it, really. One of the much, you know, beefier big dudes, you know, works out and such. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with that kind of guy. Although there's some cool friendly giants out there. Big friendly ones. But of course you got the scrawny build that says that. It's like, okay, yeah, good luck. Good fucking luck with that. Okay, sure. And here we are, just decorating the hallway itself once more. Just right-clicking by accident, like always. And we're just gonna decorate the kitchen with, ooh, TVs. Probably a very good thing to have. Probably should have done 2 of them. Okay, where are you gonna put the DJ set? You're not gonna have a goddamn DJ set here. What are you gonna do around here? Probably a library? You want the quiet place, you go to your right. You want something a little more partying, go to your left. So, well, there isn't really much I can say that's on the paper itself, like I mentioned, because I thought I'd have much more. But all I can mention that I forgot to mention on the paper was one more little hobby. And that is silicone molding and, well, resin casting, molding, all that stuff. Whatever the right terms are at this point, because I'm just like, whatever. But basically, making molds. We're gonna be doing that of Guitar Hero frets and other parts and other bullshit. Gonna be a little artistic here on things. Also brings up back to the good point of the Guitar Hero controller modding. with all the resin casted crap. Be nice to like get back into painting the damn bodies and necks and stuff. Whatever I got just laying about, build some projects here and there. Haven't really been showing off as much Foley because I'm just like, I don't have my camera on Foley all the time, 100%. I mean, if I had a built-in GoPro like in my head, sure. But that's just a little too much now. So here I'm just deciding what the hell I'm gonna go with. I was just debating on which. Yeah, I guess I'm going with the guy. The man. We're going with the man for the grill. Not the chicken, not the pig, not the blank deal, but the man, whatever the guy's name was. We could have permanent balloons right there, or we could just have one of those guys. Oh, that's fancy. That table don't look too bad for outdoors. That's one of those special store edition deals or pre-order stuff or bonus content deals. That's all I could really say. Fucking fancy equipment there. So, pretty sure if I won't be checking over what's whatever there is. I guess whatever there's left to do is just the small details in life, such as the paintings, and such as everything else on the wall. Because holy damn. Oh wow, yeah, like you're gonna fit that shit. Well, either way, just one other thing I could probably mention that's not on the paper is, with all, just during my time of working and stuff, just working about around the house and working around, just doing like around other places too, not other houses, but just progressing through life, just going about my own way and stuff while still around here and such. Always those times where I just have all these ideas of like wanting to do some playthroughs. So little time, so many ideas. I want to make time, but of course work has been, well, housekeeping has been keeping me busy on the house. But oh, right, I'm just typing in a cheat. Snap OK. Nope, we're just typing all weirdly here. We're just gonna have a nice little cheat up our sleeve. Adding the lights. They're not gonna be pitch perfect, but hey, this will still be pretty good. At least you can place them almost anywhere you can. But will these be the right lights for that room? How about this room? Of course. Of course indeed. And almost like every time, like this is not like anyone's fault or anything. This is just my own little personal, deal. I sometimes have these ideas, like I want to do this playthrough, and then I see someone else doing the one that I was like, have been planning on doing so for so long, but they got to theirs first before I could do mine because, life's been kicking me in the ass. Again, not their fault. It's just great minds thinking alike, is what's the deal. But I want to let that, the reason I bring that up is in case there's certain challenges that some, either I come up with, or I want to do like big name challenges. Well, I don't not come up with, but there's some big name challenges out there. I've been planning on doing so for years. One of which was a 100 baby challenge. But then, well, yeah, I see other folks attempting that too. Like, of course I'm not ripping anyone off. was the one attempted. I've just been busy behind the scenes. You know, speaking of behind the scenes, regarding Brawlin family and all that stuff with the kids, you know, the kids have yet to be adopted. For anyone, you know, wondering, or anyone else wondering, well, yeah, those kids will be adopted soon. There is going to be a playthrough regarding such, which is basically, it's not the Adopt-A-See, but it is regarding adopting, you know, all the kids and such. Adopt a Day. And Adopt a Day is pretty much as the title suggests. You're gonna need a certain mod for this deal, which, well, oh man, I forgot what it was. It might be one of the Saigon mods, which increases, you know, allows you to have, like, more members in the family. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm betting my money. Not actually betting my money on such. I'm betting my simoleons. There. Whatever simoleons I got from the damn money tree. That's what I'll bet on that shit. It might be a Saigon mod that's, well, for, you know, a lot. Just more people in the family, god damn it. I mean, you still can only make 8 in the family, like when you're doing Create a Sim, and for like trying to merge families. But of course, well, yeah, there's that. There's those little problems. There's some workarounds there, and of course mods as well that do that. One workaround is how I got all those family members in there. Like, before I even start Brawl the Family, just going back there. I used that little, you know, I used the inseminator. The little box thing, as well as the family tree deal. The box to summon the Sims from the other households. And then the family tree to add the Sims. And then move them out, and then move them into the stage. Well, yeah, stage. It's a lot, but I'm just gonna say it's a stage anyway. Just so I can, well, prepare for them to fight. Now, yeah, Adopt a Day. All those kids soon enough will be adopted indeed. Just have to wait for... Gotta have to wait till I cover the ultimate side of characters. When will that be? Exactly, I'm unsure, because time and such. But one deal is, I do have a challenge planned for, well, minor spoilers. I have a challenge planned for, well, because of the whole pattern I do for Strange Town shit. Basically, I have one challenge before the final or 7th Brawl in the Family. The final one, I guess, in that case. Spoilers right there, too. But, the 6th one, before the challenge before that one, I have no fucking clue what I'm gonna do. And soon enough, I might even make a post that says, hey, anyone want to suggest a challenge? See what I can probably do and see what the fuck? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Anyone got crazy ideas that's still, you know, possible to possibly do for, well, the next Strange Town challenge? Not for the Brawl in the Family, not for the challenge after Brawl in the Family 6, because I already got something planned for that. Well, yeah, of course, I already got that challenge planned, and I already got the Brawl in the Family after that one planned. So, Strange Town, after all the Brawl in the Families are done, there will be a whole new playthrough being done. It'll be, like I said, the Adopt a Day shit. Where not just the Brawl kids and, you know, all the Smash kids will be done. Smash Brothers, children, all the characters. Whoever I even made as children in the game. because not everyone there was a child. Not everyone there is an adult. And I aged up Pokemon Trainer to be the adult and not a teen. But, well. Anyways, fucking hell. What was I gonna say about this? Yeah, if I could think of something, if anyone could think of something, feel free. But, let's see about a post. Wait till a post gets announced before I can consider such. But yeah, after all that's done, we'll be, just focusing on the Adopt-A-Day shit. That'll be it. Until, I don't know, who knows when another Smash game will come out to satisfy my child self once more. Or, just thinking back, because as a kid, I always would remember making the whole cast of the Super Smash Bros. Characters. Almost everyone. Even, I made duplicates of their, renditions. Well, tried to with what I could with just goddamn vanilla shit. And I still do with vanilla shit. And that's the reason for Brawl in the Family. I just used only the vanilla stuff. As well as the store content and all the other pre-order shit. And other goodies that Maxis had. And that us folks have finally archived. Or got a hold of. Or something. So, hell yeah to that. And hell yeah to finally satisfying my child's self for goddamn once. Or what would have been nice to do. The inner child in me. Because back then I never really just did anything with them. They would just be just stuck in the family bin. Just like with almost every other sim that was present back in 2008 and 9 in one of my neighborhoods. So here we're just gonna increase the hill up here and smooth it out a bit, or try to, I guess, just so we can put in the Weeping Willow right there. Yep, just right there. Or right there, I don't know. We're just placing trees and a place to park our car. I don't think I could place a garage nearby, I'm afraid. But that's okay. They can always park their car outside just like everyone else these days. Struggling to find a place to park their goddamn cars. Whoa. That's just funny and crazy. You could just place a tree right up on the roof. Yeah, that's realistic right there. And come on, I don't even have goddamn move objects on at this point. How is that possible? Riddle me this, Batman. Or really anyone just anyone who does see this. Riddle me this. Because even I'm just like, what the fuck? Right there. So here we go. We got ourselves the 50 by 50 lot. Oh, now I turn on move objects on just so I could do this. Or I guess place it there. Really big old gap there. Nope. Right up on... Yeah, right across there is good. That's fine. Then we color the mailbox, and I believe we are done, right? Right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe we're done? Well, yep, I believe we are done. Almost, I'm sure of it. less. Well, yeah, I think. Not really. I'll show you why exactly. But here we go. We have just me taking a bit of a tour around the place, sort of. Just some bedrooms, the kitchen, dining room back there, and library, and then a little entertainment area. Some more bedrooms and the bathrooms. And yeah, that's a quick tour. What else can I say, huh? Something feels like something's missing though. Like, I mean, it looks good, but I'm just like, huh? I think it's fine, right? Nope, we're just doing a spin right here. That's what we're doing, I guess. So, weird looking way of spinning the place around. Any other shots you want to do or take? But, oh yeah, I want to say as well oh, never mind. Nope. I was thinking about adding a pool back there, but I decided, I guess not. Nope. But I decided, why the hell not? Fucking hell, why not add the pool? Let's go add this pool. Satisfy the residents here. What would be so far? Yeah, 6 by 13. That's a good amount, right? Perfect amount. Just around the complex. Oh. Just add that, just to do that. Nice little trick with move objects on. Add some tiles outside the what you can do. But we'll turn it off for this occasion just so we can place our diving boards and our ladders. Otherwise your Sims will drown in it. I mean, it's not pretty. I mean, yeah, it's funny in the game, but it's like, well, what do you want me to say there, huh? Yeah. Just painting the pool, that's all we do, and add some more to it. But until we can do the Strange Town, pretty much Adopt a Day deal, and the rest of the Strange Town stuff, I still have a lot more, I still have quite a laundry list I gotta tend to. If only life will let me get to that laundry list of content I need to focus on. I do remember and recall that, if I can remember, that is, on the steel. That there is a little, that this was the first priority here. I just need to get this one out of the way, this video, and about time too. And second off, I need to pretty much focus on some past, pretty much the playthroughs I did work on when I was living in the apartment still. I just needed to do their introductions, and I still gotta do their introductions. And once I get both of those videos edited, then perhaps I can look into doing all the Strange Town series stuff where Strange Town, it's strange and also a town. And it's getting stranger by the minute we speak, as if, well, it's rather quite a list I don't want to mention at the moment, but hey, it's Strange Town and stranger. It's just getting stranger by the minute we speak. And a stranger, or strange and also a town. How can I forget? Barely. Nah, I know. Of course I know. Also, what in the hell? Who would place flowers up on a goddamn roof? How? I don't even think I have fucking move objects on right there. What the fucking hell, a game? Okay, I'm tripping. Okay, now I got move objects on. Well, off now, I guess, at this point. So it just, I don't know how that makes sense. What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. Almost slipped right there. I'm in stand-up mode this whole time with this desk. And that's fine. I mean, I do take sit-down breaks here and there. But I don't want to take too much of a sit-down break here and there. And I guess I'm not too satisfied with that row of flowers, so we'll just get a nice little boxy lady or few of her friends just to add right there. Although maybe, I don't know. Look good here? Probably. I'll take those parts though. I'll take those. I guess we'll add a few boxy ladies right there. But yeah, pretty much until I get this video pretty much out there. A lot of my other soon-to-be content here, like challenges I've yet to work on, that I have already got the video stuff done. I just need to, get the introduction out of the way and compile it, edit it, all that stuff. Then finally I could focus on Strange Town. And just hopefully start out with whatever challenge gets thrown out my way. And if I don't have anything, I'll probably think of something along the way. If no one else has an idea, that's cool too. I don't care. I don't mind either way. I'm usually open for ideas. Not really requests, but possible ideas in the future, since I can't really, I can't always be there to do requests for folks and can't be there to do content 100% 24/7 all that stuff. I can't be in multiple places at once, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for this whole video on Classico Niso VLC Media right there. Media player. The nice kick-ass little traffic cone of badassery. Who can ever go wrong with such a beaut? But we'll see what time says, with life saying otherwise and all that. I'll keep everyone posted. Try to. Not fully, but keep folks posted from time to time of what's up. Of what the post I mentioned about and all that. Any ideas and all such, and well, let's see if I can get back on track with this video stuff. It'll be slow progress, but it'll be there. It'll be hopefully some progress will be made then. Just need to get by life. I just need to sit down, focus on this stuff too, and I need to do a lot of things, to be honest, but all that being said, I thank you all for pretty much sitting down, watching this whole deal. If you want an actual tour of the place, you can watch the speed build video. And if you want, more context of the challenge and stuff, you can watch the speed build video too. Anyways, I'll catch y'all later until any time comes, really. Oh yeah, and there's one last detail I forgot to mention. It does regard the cats and the dogs. Well, my cats and dogs. They're not going to be heard in the videos as much, unless, of course, they're, outside and such, because they're going to be staying inside the in-law unit for a while. So the only cats I'm going to be dealing with are both my brothers and my grandma's cats. But with all that out of the way, I thank you all once again for watching, and I will catch you all for the next video or playthrough in mind.